All right, beautiful looking ladies and good looking gentlemen of the National Stadium right here for the Malaysia Cyber. Greetings and welcome to Malaysia Cyber Games. Now I have one question for you guys. Siapa tarik? Siapa tarik? All right, give yourself a big Malaysian round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing crowd we have right here on this beautiful Saturday morning right here at the National Stadiums, all right? So first of all, ladies and gentlemen, this event is proudly brought to you by Suara, Anak, Muda, Satu Malaysia, and Tune Advertising. Can we have a big Malaysian round of applause, gentlemen, to our organizers? Big one, ladies and gentlemen. Louder. All right, look at that. And also a big round of applause to our sponsors from Kementerian Komunikasi dan Multimedia Malaysia, Kementerian Belia dan Sukan, Suruhanjaya KMM, MDAC, TM, and also our official broadcasters by Astro. Can we have a big Malaysian round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, to our sponsors as well as official broadcasters? Right. So a little bit introduction about our event for today, right? Malaysia Cyber Games is a 3-day event starting up from yesterday, Friday, all the way today as well as tomorrow at the same time. So today is day number 2, all right? We'll be featuring magnificent games, right? We'll be showing Dota 2, we'll be showing CSGO, Street Fighter, as well as FIFA 2016, right? In the mission to find the next Taring, the next national representative to represent the country, Malaysia, right? They'll be coming under the banner, the name Taring itself, right? So on the main stage, we're featuring the Dota 2 matches right here at this really beautiful stage right here at the National Stadium itself. We have a total of 3,810 participants for the Dota 2 games. So isn't that amazing, ladies and gentlemen? 3,000 players itself, right? Come down to the last final 64 teams, which will be playing right here at the main stage, and also the other vicinities that we have right here at National Stadium, all right? Now, to begin our event today, we would like to invite, all right, Mr. Arman Azhar, the president of Suara, Anak, Muda, Satu Malaysia, to come up on stage and give us an awesome speech on esports. Give it a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, all. How you guys? Siapa taring? Siapa taring? Siapa taring? You guys are the best in our country from 792. This is the 64 team, the best in the country. Give your half.
Too excited of the esports event, or he couldn't have the words for it.
I hope everybody can give your best today for us to locate the best team from our country, to represent our country, to be the first Taring team to fight at Seattle, America, 2016, okay? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? All right.
All right, give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, to Mr. Arman Azhar. Now, not yet, all right? We're not going to let you go yet, all right? Now, we're going to have our very own first match for the MCG Malaysia Cyber Games right here on the main stage after this in a few more minutes, all right? So before we introduce our teams, we would like to invite Mr. Hafiz Roslan, the Chief Executive Officer of Tune Advertising, to come up and say, please give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. All right, all right. All right, who's excited to know which teams are going to be playing on game number 1? All right, who is excited? If I didn't ask Siapa Taring, they don't know how to respond, right? Who's excited? Introducing Team 1, 2, 3. All right, so this team captain for Team 1, 2, 3. And next up, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to call our second team who are playing on the main stage right here at the National Stadium. Give it up for Team Soul Asylum! All right, shaking hands, good sportsmanship we have right here in the Esports League. All right, so before we begin the event, we would like to decide which team's going to be having the first pick and the first picking of the sides itself. So we have a coin toss session, all right, to lead this off. We have our proud organizers, CEOs and presidents who actually start off coin toss. All right, so Team 1, 2, 3, would you like heads or tails? Heads, all right? So you don't have a choice. You cannot pick heads because, you know, it doesn't make sense. All right, so heads and tails for Team Soul Asylum. Let's go. Oh, they use the other hand for the person. All right, it's a tails. I'm really sorry about that. All right, so Team Soul Asylum, you get to pick first. Would you like the side or would you like the first pick? First pick. All right, first pick for Team Soul Asylum. Radiant side. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes it. We have Team 1, 2, 3 on the Radiant side, second pick, and we will also have Team Soul Asylum on the Dark side, second pick. First pick. All right, thank you very much. All right, so teams, you may proceed to your stations. All right, thank you very much. Please give them a big round of applause, gentlemen. They are walking their way to the first match of the Malaysia Cyber Games. All right, amazing and stuff. All right, so they're locking up the doors. Really amazing production value we have from our organizers right here. Thank you so much. Right, the doing advertising as well as Suara, Anak, Muda, Satu Malaysia. It was a wonderful event here. All right, so both teams are locked up today. You cannot hear whatever that we're talking about. We already checked all this, all right? Good production value itself. So before we begin, any last words you want to tell to our audiences right here?
All the best, guys. Let the game begins. Game on.
Saya tarik. Jumpa 13 Disember.
All right, let's just try and check it out, guys. Siapa tarik? Ya? Okay, that's not the Malaysian way, right? Let's just try it again. Right? Siapa tarik? Siapa tarik? All right. Now, before we begin the event, both teams are having their last discussions right now in the provided booths right here in front, provided by our organizers, Suara, Anak, Muda, Satu Malaysia, dan juga Tune Advertising, all right? Before that, we just want to inform you guys that we have a special hashtag for our event today, right? Today, tomorrow, and the day after. Just make sure if you guys have any selfies, Wi-Fi's, videos, photo updates, statuses in Facebook, Twitter, and much more Instagrams, make sure, all right, you hashtag to these things that we have right here. Malaysia Cyber Games, hashtag Siapa Taring, and hashtag MCG 2015. All right? Make sure to remember that. We'll keep everything over time so you guys actually remember. All right? So with that, we would like to pass to our official commentators and shoutcasters for the Malaysia Cyber Games Dota 2 matches. Our very own Luminous from USA and Danielle from Australia. Take it away, casters.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the casting booth. I'm Lumi, joined by Danny. I like how our names rhymes. And we're going to be bringing you guys the first two games of the Malaysian Cyber Game. As Flava has graciously pointed out, we started with over 600 teams. We're down to 64. and by the end of the day, we're down to 8. So this is a very cutthroat tournament, and of course, well, I guess that's some of the brackets. We're going to be playing best one throughout the entire day. So you hiccup once, you're done. You lose once, you're done. But thankfully, you are starting in the group stage. 4 teams in 16 groups, and you have to be the best team to make it out of the group.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure on these teams to really perform because each win is so crucial into making sure you reach the top of your bracket. Notable teams to keep an eye out for today is going to be Satadua Tiga, one of our first teams to start off the day. Team Redemption as well, a very notable team to keep an eye out for as well. The rest of the teams here, I'm not really too familiar with them as I do cast a lot of the Southeast Asian teams. And with our second half of the bracket, Team Underminer, I would say they've got some potential as well. I haven't really seen them as of recently, so if they do manage to pull on through, then it could be a bit of an upset to see them pull on through.
Yeah, we're going to be, again, going best of 1 throughout the entirety of today, and it's going to be best of 1 until the semifinals and the grand finals will be best of 3. So, of course, these are the 2 feature teams for this match. Obviously, Team 123 playing on the Radiant side is the fan favorite, or I guess the favorite. Soul Asylum, though, they sound like they came out straight out of Bleach with that team name.
Yeah, I think
I like the name much better, let's be real here.
I think so. I like the name Soul Asylum a little bit more, although the Hello Kitty picture.
Hello Kitty logo, does that take away the fearsomeness, the aggression of the team, you think?
Yeah, I think so as well. Makes them a team you're going to, I guess, be happy about. But with the drafts here, so seems that we're going to have a Tiny ban as our second ban for Soul Asylum. Pretty interesting. We don't see this hero too often. Normally with the Tiny Wisp combo, we do see him a little bit more frequently, but in C, I've been seeing a lot more solo mid-Tinies.
Yeah, looks like we're not going to see it at the first game, but maybe a little bit down the day. But Wind Ranger is the opening pick here for Soul Asylum. Definitely not the meta pick, if you want to call it that, but I think when you're in this situation, maybe when you're up against somewhat of a better team or well-known team, I think drafting what you're comfortable at is the most important thing. So they just pick up the hero that maybe they think is the best for them.
She's a really strong mid, honestly, and if she can get the upper hand on Shadow Fiend, it's going to be quite difficult for the Shadow Fiend to sort of win that mid lane. He can come back on the back of stacks, though. That's the advantage of running the Shadow Fiend. Just coming back on stacks. Yeah, you don't win your lane, but you still get farm going your way, and you should still be solid. Darkseer second pick for Soul Asylum. This is going to be a great hero to sort of take advantage of the Shadow Fiend at presence of the Dark Lord.
Yeah, it definitely will be if you get the illusion from the wall, like you mentioned. I think Bane, though, is the pick for me so far in this draft, because that hero, if you want to send him in the mid lane to help out the Shadow Fiend, that's going to help him win the 1v1, well, not 1v1, but the 2v1 matchup against Wind Ranger, because his base damage is so high. And if you don't want to do that, if you want to put him in the safe lane, well, Nightmare is a really, really scary thing for Darkseer to face against, because you could surge and try to run away, but he just puts you in place for a couple of seconds and you could just die. So I feel the Bane first pick really puts Team 123 in an advantage. Depending on where they want to send the Bane, they're either going to win mid or the safe lane. So yeah, Bane is one hell of a hero right now.
Same thing could be said, though, for having the Bane set up for the Shadow Fiend, just setting up for the Razors.
Sure,
Mid-range is quite fragile, too. So that's another thing to note. Very strong support for Satadua Tiga. Second phase of ban, it's going to be the TA Earthshaker ban for Soul Asylum, a Bounty Hunter ban for Satadua Tiga, and looking for their last ban so far. Is there anything that's going to stick out for you for any of these teams? Any heroes that you feel like are going to fit into their draft quite nicely?
Well, definitely haven't seen anything from Soul Asylum, so your guess is as good as mine. Looks like they took out Night Stalker. A lot of kind of vision-based hero being banned out by 123. Manhunter not known for his vision anymore after that big nerf, but still a very strange ban in the phase 2. Unless I guess Team 123 has done a little bit of homework about Soul Asylum. Disruptor being the pickup here against some of the more mobile heroes of Wind Ranger and Darkseer. I guess what Team 123 is really going for is you win that initial engagement of the team fight, you force the enemy team in a chasing situation, and that's where Glimpse gets really, really good.
Absolutely, and that just means that a Soul Asylum can't feel too safe around Satadua Tiga, because if you get caught out, then that could be the end of their heroes, forcing it into a 4v5 engagement. So already both supports secured from 123, looking very solid. I'm expecting a lot of room actually from this Bane now. You've got the Disruptor that can safe lane, that can babysit the safe lane, and this leaves the Bane to his own devices. And if you're Soul Asylum, what are you going to really do to sort of play around this Bane? Do they have to focus him down more? Winter Wyvern for third pick for Soul Asylum. It's actually a really huge combo now that you have the Darkseer Winter Wyvern.
Yeah, it's a great support. You could throw it into the mid lane to help out the Wind Ranger if the Bane is really annoying you there. I do want to mention one more thing about the Disruptor. Not only, you mentioned he's going to be in a safe lane, he's exceptional against Darkseer. Once he's level 3, you get the level 2 glimpse. Again, Darkseer can't feel too safe, so I feel like both the supports so far drafted for Team 123 is really geared towards the laning stage, and they're really good for the mid game as well. So I still like Team 123's draft, just if you kind of compare it normally. But like you pointed out, there's that wombo combo. You get a good vacuum, you get a Winter Curse on top of that, and
But again, it depends on what sort of safe lane they want to pick up and how they want to play the game. As both teams, they're not really locked into a sort of strategy as of yet. But now it
Okay.
looks like 123, they're going to be the ones to play aggressive as they pick up a Queen of Pain who, would you say it's a safe lane Queen of Pain?
what do you think about Bristol versus Queen of Pain and Shadow Fiend?
He's significantly tanky. He's going to be that front line for Soul Asylum on top of the Darkseer. I think the major thing you have to keep an eye on, though, is that Bristleback's naturally tanky, and Darkseer loves heroes like Bristleback, like Night Stalker, Tusk. If you can throw the Ion Shell and just have Bristleback run into such a Tiga, they don't actually have that much control outside of the Bane and the Disruptor. So if the spell's already been used, this Bristleback's going to go completely ham on top of the Shadow Fiend, he doesn't have an escape mechanism.
Yeah, not only that, Bristleback really makes the positioning for heroes like Bane and Disruptor somewhat difficult because they can't just stand in front line and take beating from the Bristleback. Like you said, plus the Ainsha on top. It's going to be somewhat hard, especially for Bane because his cast range isn't the greatest. But I think what it really comes down to this game so far, looking at the core, is going to just be the net worth. You know, we are painting the scenario that Bristleback can be this big menacing hero up in the front line, but if he gets shut down in lane, well, he's not going to be as tanky. So I think this final pick here for Team 123, got to be an off lane that could deal with Bristleback, got to be an off lane that could be left alone if need be, because I imagine Bane and Disruptor is going to be respectively at the mid and safe lane. Yeah, so let's see what off lane they're going to be picking up here.
There aren't too many options left. The only one I'm really thinking about right now is Clockwork, because it's great at dislocating heroes from their team, and it's also great for setting up for the Shadow Fiend and Queen of Pain for their nukes. For Soul Asylum, what are your thoughts on potentially picking up a Spirit Breaker?
As their kind of supporty off lane, yeah, it works really well with the Darkseer. I think it really comes down to how they want to approach this game. The Spirit Breaker are very good against Queen of Pain, you know, just even if she blinks away, the ultimate will strike through, and of course a very strong ganker to the Shadow Fiend in the mid lane. I really like the pick, but I think for Soul Asylum at this point it's just comfort. So I don't know what their comfort pick is. Timbersaw, so that's going to be a hero that's excellent against strength heroes, and Bristleback being one of them. So something that we mentioned is you need an off lane that could do well. Ursa, are we going to see some sort of jungle Ursa coming out here? Because right now, all I see is one support, unless we're going to see Darkseer moving to the support position, or...
Jungle Darkseer, and
well, Wind Ranger support is the thing too, but it's not very common, so... You know, Soul Asylum is coming here to show that they can take a game off one of the best teams in the world, and, well, this is the stage to do it. I'm very excited for these pick.
Well, unconventional Ursa pick, I like it. So first game, already be super excited. The Timbersaw though, you look at Soul Asylum's draft, they have so little control in dealing with the Timbersaw. I think this hero is going to blow out of control.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could just curse him and kill him, because when you have like a hero like an Ursa, a 1 second stun and 2 second stuns, that could be enough just to get that quick kill. So, but like you said, you know, it's not just the Timbersaw you have to worry about, you also have to worry about the Queen of Pain. Are we seeing any kind of level 1 Roshan shenanigans? Because whenever the other team picks, you know, Ursa, you get somewhat scared. It's like, are they doing level 1 Rosh? I don't seem like
They
it.
actually have a okay draft at doing it.
They don't have a stout shield on Ursa, so
No.
I don't think that's going to be the case.
I think at this point it's just safer to not do it.
All right,
it's
so-
so risky.
It is not going to be a support Wind Ranger, as we do see the mill talisman being purchased. So
That's greedy.
I wonder who's going to be the secondary support, or if there is a secondary support. Are we going to just do like the standard jungle Ursa?
It might not even be Jungle Ursa. It could be offlane Bristleback, mid Wind Ranger, Jungle
Darkseer,
Darkseer, and then
sure,
safe
yeah.
lane Ursa
But
with the Wyvern.
It's like you said, it's just greedy, right?
It's super greedy. So, if they pull it off, they could have a really good game off of this. Side of the Darkseer search for the Ursa. So I think Blink Dagger is going to be key on Ursa to really get those kills down. Because Glimpse is also going to be a huge factor in kiting Ursa. That's one of his major weaknesses as well. Doesn't really have the best chasing potential on his own. He needs a lot of help.
All right, Bane, starting with boots first, a little bit kind of unconventional. Nowadays, players really like that no talisman start. Put your base damage up to something ridiculous like 67, which makes harassing absolutely just hard to face against. But Boots allows you to check rune, allows you to stack camps, which is something that you mentioned earlier, right? Yamate might actually get somewhat of a harder time because of the Shadow Fiend versus Wind Ranger matchup, but that doesn't matter if the jungle camps is stacked. And I think the Boots first on the Bane will really help that regards.
But I'm wondering if Solar Asylum's actually aware of this, and they might even try and rotate the Darkseer in. Like, I've seen teams smoke in Darkseers to look for jungle stacks, and they single-handedly steal them.
Sure.
So
I mean, he's jungling, right? So
Yeah.
he's got a lot of time to do this.
there's a chance he'll do it, but it depends if they really want to shut down the Shadow Fiend. I feel like they need to do something about Yamato. So if they can control him up and prevent him to come online at a decent timing, I think it's a good time for Soul Asylum to sort of make their early game aggression known.
All right, looks like the first game's on the way. I'm really, really hyped about this. The mid matchup is, we're gonna put most of my time on the mid, but I mean, there's a Bane. Like, whenever I see Bane in a 2v1 situation, I just feel bad for Moon Ranger in this case. Like, she's not gonna have a good time at all.
Does he go for Enfeeble? Do they typically go for Enfeeble?
No, ever since the change on Brain Zap, you see what he's doing right now? He's just gonna like out-trade a Wind Ranger. And Wind Ranger has so much stats, it just doesn't matter. Bane just is one of the most ridiculous level 1 heroes in the game right now.
Oh, he looks obnoxious. Just,
Yeah, like look at him. Like Wind Ranger actually can't do anything.
You're just hovering over him like a Rottweiler.
And of course, Brain Zap, yeah, he's gonna try. And you can see the immediate TP coming here, not like this. Unfortunately, he TP in with Arctic Burn on cooldown, so he's just like glorified range creep here in this lane until much later. And you can see the boots of the Bane coming in here for stacking. So teams like Team 1, 2, 3 is very well versed in this dueling mid. They know exactly all their timing. They know the strength of the lineup, and they're executing it perfectly right now.
So mid lane not looking too good for Soul Asylum. Hopefully they do come back at some point. Maybe even getting a lucky kill onto one of these heroes might be one of their ways of getting back. Ursa versus Timbersaw matchup. Who do you think will come out on top?
Well, Ursa should never actually get a kill on Timbersaw, so Timber should be absolutely fine. And in terms of both kind of CSing, you do expect the Timber to do a lot more with the early CS. With that said, it depends on Ursa's first item, right? If he gets that Mask of Death and can sneak a Roshan, First Blood, miss, very standard here on the bottom lane. Looks like we saw a Blink Shadow Strike, and more importantly, a little bit of help here from the Disruptor getting that kill. I imagine both heroes going to be trading farm up top, and I think Ursa is really, really dependent on getting that level 1 Roshan, or the first Roshan of the game. If he does not get it, then it's going to be big bad news here for Soul Asylum.
Absolutely. So we'll see if they're going to be able to grab anything on the Ursa. Invis Rune on Yamate at this point. Can he potentially set up for a kill with this? Wind Ranger's not that easy to kill, only 2 points into Razors so far. Can they actually kill FJ?
They're thinking about it here. A little bit too close. Meanwhile, back in the top lane here, looks like we have a solo kill. Well, something, I just said that you don't expect a solo kill, but it just happened on the top lane. Meanwhile, back in the mid lane, they did not get a kill on the Wind Ranger, but they did blow up the Wyvern. Unfortunately, the Dire team did not have vision on the top lane, so they did not see the Invis Rune being picked up. A whole bunch of action early on, but I do have to say that the solo kill happening up top is hugely beneficial to the Ursa. I keep talking about the timing of the Ursa. He either needs an early blink to get a ton of kills, or the early massive death to sneak a Roshan, and that kill will definitely help out in either of those regards.
So with that kill as well, does Timbersaw feel a little bit more vulnerable in lane, being that level beneath the Ursa? You don't want to go anywhere near him, and even though you have Timber Chain, you're going to be taking a crap load of damage.
Yeah, I think the level is not nearly as important as the item choice. If Ursa gets phase boost, suddenly he just starts to walk up to you menacingly and dominate the lane, and you can't really CS anymore. And that's really what we're seeing from Timber. He used to be trading a lot more aggressively, and now he's a lot more worried. So I think once Ursa gets phase boot, he should start to dominate the lane. But there is a Bane rotation. I don't think they should be able to get the kill on Ursa. He is very, very tanky though.
Yeah, he's an intelligence here. Not an intelligence, he's an agility hero. He won't lose as much strength as he would if he was a Bristleback.
Yeah.
So I think for now they're going to slowly build down the Ursa, and I think like right now, Bane's going to come in.
Yeah.
Oh, dropping really low. They should be able to get him. Brain Sap doing almost nothing.
He magic stick back up, but unfortunately the chain is going to get the kill after the Nightmare. So nice bait here coming out from the Timbersaw player. Meanwhile on the bottom lane, another kill here against the Bristleback, and I think this is going to be the weak link of the Soul Asylum draft. What is that Timbersaw doing? He's actually getting 0 CS on the bottom lane. He's only level 2. And I think that's where putting the Darkseer on the bottom lane would have worked out much better, at least in the laning phase for them. But obviously the team is thinking beyond the laning phase. They're thinking about how to win the game overall. And I think Darkseer getting the jungle farm is going to help him at least propel him early for a mech, get a little bit extra level out of the map. But right now, this Bristleback is really, really suffering.
Bristleback can farm the Ancients, correct?
Yes.
Oh, mid lane. Poor Wyvern gets caught out. Just a couple of raises. No? But we'll keep throwing the raises out. A couple more right clicks and they do finish off the Wyvern kill. So nice play by Yamate to land those raises and get those final hits in. But stacking the Ancients for the Bristleback, he won't farm it quickly because he doesn't have the levels. But do they stack for it?
They don't even have the stacks going. I mean, Bristle could stack for himself. But being in a level disadvantage against the Disruptor on the bottom lane means you're going to just kill against back. Meanwhile, top lane, more kills being missed here as we do see Timbersaw chasing down Darkseer. So I think what we're really seeing is just the difference in terms of individual skills as 1-2-3 just sets up kills all over the map with relative ease. And this lineup from Soul Asylum does not play well from behind. You need the Ursa to be ahead. You need the Bristleback, more importantly, to be ahead. And well, neither of the heroes are actually doing amazingly. Ursa's keeping up, but you know, Ursa's one of those heroes. To me, not only do you need to keep up, you need to be ahead. And are we going to see a solo kill again here on the bottom side? Looks like Bristleback's going to get blown up by double damage on the Queen of Pain. Boy, it's not looking good for Soul Asylum.
I think they're just going to have to rotate the Bristleback out of that lane. He's doing pretty much nothing down there. What level is the Darkseer as of now? Is he?
He's 3.5, almost 4. Oh, almost 5 actually.
Would you rotate the Darkseer down to the bottom lane at all, or do you just sort of stay away from that lane because the Queen of Pain is severely over-leveled?
I honestly don't think the Darkseer we're going to have a better time. Darkseer probably won't die if he plays carefully enough. But in terms of getting a good amount of levels, I don't think Darkseer will be able to get too much either, because the Disruptor, very good zoning out Darkseer.
So then where does the Bristleback go?
I think Bristle is just being sacked. He's like, all right, you're having a hard time, good luck. We're going to see you in 20 minutes, maybe you'll come out with an item. I think what they're looking for is that Wombo Combo team fight, because you can see that Darkseer is actually starting to level up Vacuum. I think they want to rank up on Vacuum earlier than most usual when it comes to Darkseers, and you just rely on that Curse Vacuum combo to win you the early engagements. Unfortunately, the Curse Vacuum combos require Curse, and Wyvern is very, very low level at the moment.
Yeah, it's just been case consistently babysitting the Wind Ranger, and this is just a disadvantage. You're not only sapping levels from the Wind Ranger, but the Wyvern's not getting too many herself. And at this point, there's not enough farm on the map, I suppose, because you draft greedy, and you have so limited farming space that you're going to have someone that's going to suffer. And it's not just one, it's two, as both Wyvern and Bristleback are now eagerly looking for levels wherever possible.
Yeah, you can see that 1-2-3 is just being more efficient with the map. They're getting a lot more kills, which definitely help the level advantage as well. But for example, they're stacking much more aggressively. Meanwhile, Dire has not stacked their Ancient yet. You talked about how you need the Bristleback to catch back up, and stack is a good way to do it. Queen of Pain playing very aggressively up front here. Darkseer teleporting to bottom lane. Meanwhile, looks like Bane sets up a kill on the mid lane, but I'm going to watch the action on the bot lane. Easy blink out here by the Queen of Pain, and that should be absolutely, well, waste of time here for the Darkseer.
Really unfortunate. They really need to get a kill, and at this point, any kill for Soul Asylum, because they're so far behind. What is the positioning? Well, how are they looking in terms of the graph? Oh gosh, is that Sonic
All right,
Wave?
maybe you should get me off camera because I'm missing more kills than I'm actually catching. It's first game of the day, that's my excuse. The graph is not looking good here. It's 5,000 gold advantage going for the side of Team 1-2-3. Ursa, be our Superman and rescue us. That's what the team is saying. He does have the Mask of Death. He's level 8, so that level 1 Roshan is possible, but here comes Bane. He's got the Fiend's Grip. He's going to open it up here against Ethan, and Ethan takes 2 ultimates to the face, a chain to the face, and Yamate KS with a C-Raise as well. Well, your biggest farmed hero just got brought down, and I wonder if he's going to buy a solo smoke and just go into Roshan. I feel like they need something that drastic to get that comeback into the game.
I feel like they do as well. They're just so far behind. They're not in a position to take any objectives. They're not in a position to really team fight. They can try and go for a gank, I suppose, with the smoke, but it's just so risky. These heroes are so over-leveled that they have more damage output, they've got more HP, and I think the reinforcements of 1-2-3 might be a little bit too much for Soul Asylum.
Oh, that's aggressive TP against 3 heroes.
Well, that was a waste of 75 gold.
Yeah.
I don't think he meant to TP there. They did have reinforcements coming through, but towers dropped and everyone's just backed up.
Yep. I think Team Soul Asylum need to look at the map and try to get more out of it. Mr. J, well, gets caught on the mid lane here, and the raises should be absolutely easy for Yamate. He just walks around the map and get kills. Meanwhile, it looks like on the top lane, a lot more fighting going on here. Ethan Lee is going to get slowed down. Maybe you get a Bane kill. Clap and a lot of slow coming in. Vacuum coming through. They are going to get a kill. Working for Timbersaw as well. Should be able to pick a secondary kill. Maybe not here. Walking very fast. He does have Chain coming back in. Maybe even go for a kill. He does get the kill here against Ursa. Mana is looking pretty low, but Timbersaw making it look easy.
Oh, Bristleback though, he wants a redemption kill. Can he get 3-4-3 at least? And they're going to continuously chase him down, dropping very low surge. Kinetic field not enough, and finally we get a kill onto the Bristleback, but Timbersaw turning as well as Yamate coming in. They lose the Darks here. And we've got the Bristleback who's taking in Requiem unlooted as well. Little Tiger going to be sent back to his cage. They're going to have to think about life for now as Wind Ranger comes in. Don't think you want to go into there, Mr. J, as we've got the Queen of Pain coming in as well. And they're going to dive this. Oh, no.
Yeah, he's really just pinched for the TPs are coming in, but it looks like Mr. J's going to go down very quickly. Shackle Shot not latching to anything. Ursa, well, he's a big bad bear. Unfortunately, a big bad bear without any mobility. Blink Dagger not online. So, well, that was pretty of a big mess. They did get a couple of key kills, and I think this is a situation where you go like, all right, Yamate's got 7 kills. If I get a kill on him right now, I get a huge, huge streak. So I think that's going to be the target to gank if you're going to gank anybody. The other thing they need to be working on is just levels. Wyvern is an amazing ganking hero once you get that level 6. So just give him that last bit of experience, and hopefully you could get those key ganks coming your way.
How is Ursa looking in terms of items? He's going for, is this a Blast, or would you presume it could be? I don't think Mask of Madness would be amazing this game.
Vlax is generally the standard build, but I think he needs Blink ASAP this game because looks like Wyvern,
Not like this.
unfortunately, would not be able to. He's going to try to fly away. He will die. Oh, actually, that will force a Queen of Pain to use his ultimate. In fact, he's not even going to go for the kill. No mana. He could have maybe Magic Wand. Kind of lucky break here coming out for the Wyvern on the mid lane here. Cannot go in close enough for the kill. The grip's going to come up here, and Little Tiger, look at him. He's supposed to be tanky, but that laning disadvantage really forcing him back. And meanwhile, Mr. Ethan in a lot of trouble as well here. He's going to pop his ultimate, try to fight, but there's Ghost Scepter online already here from the Timbersaw. He's not even afraid of the Ursa. In fact, he's going to get brought down here. Mr. J also on the run. Meanwhile, it looks like Queen of Pain on the backline picks up yet another kill. This looks like a good old stomp here coming out from Team 1, 2, 3.
And I've noticed as well, because there's a Timbersaw on the map, there's not that many targets for Wind Ranger to actually get the shackle shots on. Like we saw there, it would have typically been a shackle shot on Yamate.
The trees are gone.
Exactly, there's no trees on the map. So the game's getting harder and harder. Mr. J, 2 heroes, just going to sort of look at him, and Yamate coming in with the final raise. Oh, this game is looking absolutely terrible for Soul Asylum. They need an asylum right now.
Yeah. If the Aegis goes to Yamate right now, I would almost say this game is unwinnable unless Team 1, 2, 3 give us some YOLO tier 4 into fountain diving, which I would not put it out of the equation because C players extremely aggressive in their own right. It happens, so you know, there is some hope. But you can see that it's all business here for Team 1, 2, 3. Yamate picks up the mech, so it's just a great sieging. Makes him a sieging machine up front. And I imagine that's going to be the case here, as I think you give the Aegis to the Shadow Queen as well in this situation.
Why not? Just give it to Yamate, and because he has this streak, he's technically never going to lose it unless he oversteps a certain line.
Right.
I don't think there is a line anymore. He can just walk wherever he wants.
Well, I think the line's tier 4. If you step into tier 4, maybe that's too deep, but that line is you know, very, very far into the enemy base. Of course, Darkseer is nearing his mech. So once you get that going, maybe you know, you could not lose those previous fights as hard as they did. But for example, Ethan right now, his effectiveness is dropping very rapidly with items like Ghost Scepter coming out. And of course, you mentioned how Bane is normally already very good against Ursa. The map is completely wide open. If we look at the Radiant Vision, they see absolutely everything. Whereas Dire Vision, well, they're working with a lot less information. So that means they're going to get ganked much easier. Black Eagle. He's actually thinking about going back in. I'm not really sure about this. There is no kind of help in sight from Team 1, 2, 3, but easy Timber Chain from Timber, you could go away.
And that's just the lack of lockdown, just sort of, yeah, Soul Asylum not too happy about that. Down bottom, it looks like Ursa might get jumped on as Bane with the Blink Dagger, hiding in the tree line, has the Fiend's Grip. Depends if they do want to jump onto him, waiting for the creep wave, I suppose. It's Queen of Pain waiting in the wings for the initiation. How quickly is Ethan going to drop? Do you think?
It depends if he can press his ultimate. If he gets his ultimate online, that's a lot of magic, or that's a lot of damage reduction. But, well, it looks like it's going to take about 2 seconds. As Yamate is godlike with the Aegis.
So now, this is the point where Soul Asylum, they're going to have to try and get anything that they can. It looks like Timbersaw might be the target, but it's just a Bristleback and a Darkseer. Look at the damage being thrown out. Even the Disruptors coming into the fray. Couple of Timber Chains, they should be able to finish up Dark Eagle. Oh, that's actually a
Maybe
massive
get a kill.
misplay.
The Urn's going to come out here, and looks like they are going to get the kill. Bane is coming here, but he doesn't have the Fiend's Grip anymore. Little Tiger should be fine. I say that, though. He takes a Brain Stab to the face, losing a lot of HP. Here comes a lot like this. He is level 6. Unfortunately, no mana for his ultimate after using the Arctic Burn. But they do get a clean kill without losing anybody, so it's looking pretty good so far. Unless reinforcement is coming. Smoke coming out here. I'm not sure about that one. Curse, still no mana. He does have the Mango if you want to use it right now. Shackle Shot not matching, but looks like they're going to try to run him down. But a great kinetic field blocking out Little Tiger. Sonic Wave will be huge if he can hit onto 3. Glimpse back. And Yamate is here. Oh, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He has no detection up on the high ground. No, they do. They see him vacuum. Yamate is trying to run away. There's a Fuel Scepter going on the Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger taking so much damage. Brain Sap, Sonic Wave. He's dead. Yamate, again, Nightmare helping him out. And looks like Ethan is going to take a full Requiem. Yamate is just outputting way too much damage.
There was an opportunity actually for the Wyvern to go for a curse, maybe onto the Queen of Pain and have Yamate try to work him down, but just didn't decide to go for it. Gonna go for a Cold Embrace, but death is inevitable as Queen of Pain just screams into death. And Bristleback actually getting chased up by the main back as well. Can't even go back to base when we have a complete team wipe. There's Soul Asylum, no one left to defend. And is there even any pushes happening? Just Timbersaw in the mid. 1, 2, 3, they're taking their time with this, playing very safely.
So remember I said the line was at T4. I'm not sure if that's the case anymore. Maybe the line is the enemy fountain as, oh, it looks like we have a replay coming out of that previous team fight. Queen of Pain just outputs so much damage at the start of the team fight, and then the Shadow Fiend finishes through. Unfortunately, when you run this kind of wombo combo lineup, you need to be the one that's saying, hey, we're going to start the fight our way. And that wasn't the case in the last fight.
It's just so difficult. If they had a Blink Dagger and the Darkseer, I think the team fights might go a little bit more smoothly for Soul Asylum. But it's just the mechanism for now. They've already got the sustain. They don't have any sort of mobility to work with. And I think up until they get that Blink, it's just going to be so difficult for Soul Asylum to make anything happen on their terms. It's mostly going to be counter plays for now.
Yeah, I guess you could get something like a smoke into a curse, and then you vacuum on top of that. And maybe make something like that happen. But unfortunately, at this point, the item disadvantage is just absolutely huge. If you look at the net worth, it's just, you know, everybody on top for 1, 2, 3. Poor Disruptor, though. A little bit falling behind. He's like, hey guys, wait for me on the network chart. Catching back up. Give me some CS.
Position 5, it's part of the job.
All right.
Something to catch out Yamate. Does he still have the Aegis though?
All right.
Just Curse committed, can actually take him down. Looking very tanky so far. They're going to try and commit everything, but the Timbersaw comes in, ripping through 2. That's going to be 2 off the board. There's going to be a grip onto Ethan, and Queen of Pain going to finish him off as MJ. Well, Mr. J can't really do anything. Comes in with a couple of right clicks, Shackle, and that's going to be the end of him. As now Timbersaw, he wants Little Tiger, but it looks like no overextension as not going to step over that line.
Yeah, I'm surprised they actually went for the Shadow Fiend kill, given that he had Aegis. It was timing out, so maybe they were trying to get the kill as the Aegis, you know, was just timing out. But
so tanky though. There's just no damage output for Soul Asylum to really get that kill quickly enough.
Well, they had Ursa. That's their damage output. But again, he doesn't have a way to protect himself from Nightmare, which is just hiding him for 6, 7 seconds in a team fight. And Ursa, without 6 or 7 seconds in a team fight, is just not going to do anything.
So for now, just going to have a slow pushes. 1, 2, 3. Just going to take their objectives nicely. They don't have the Aegis for the they feel confident enough to still keep pushing on. It seems like they're going to back up and maybe wait till the next Aegis.
I think there's absolutely no risk if you want to just wait. So I think they should be waiting. But maybe they feel like we're so far ahead that we just do whatever we want. And maybe the next objective is just to get a clean pick and then just look for high ground.
Oh man, look at the score on Yamate. 12, 0, and 6. How much gold does he actually give if he dies? Would it be somewhere along the lines of at least 1K?
It's definitely over 1,000, especially because of the rubber band
Over
effects.
9,000.
343, very far ahead. Yeah. Whether they could get that 1K gold or over 1K gold is the other question, as this team is right now Pincer in their own pace, somewhat afraid, can't do anything.
They need wards. They need wards so badly. Is there a gem on 123 at all? Oh, they've got the gem on the Bane. That's probably why there's no map control for Soul Asylum. They need vision so badly, because if they spotted out 123 just now, they were all over the map. They were so spread out. There could have been an opportunity for Soul Asylum to go for maybe a smoke gank to gank one of them. But now that they're together, it's so difficult for them to really get anything going their way. Are there any options left for Soul Asylum? Roche doesn't seem to be an option. They can't split push because they don't have the draft for it. Is it just this team fight that they're looking for, that one breakthrough to bring them back?
Oh, this might be it. Oh no, not like this! Your smoke does not break against illusions. Unfortunately, Soul Asylum making that mistake, revealing their gank. So they should be going back to the drawing board for a bit. I think the Hail Mary play is to actually make the play that they just did at a different timing though. You do it when Roshan is just about to spawn. You get a clean kill, and then you have your Ursa in the pit and just go for the Roshan by himself. Ursa kills Roche so quickly that can't be done, especially in a 5v4 situation. So I'd like to see Soul Asylum to just farm until that point, not get picked off, keep up vision like you said. Unfortunately, they're just so scared. If you look at Dire Vision, there isn't any, right? The map is so dark for them. The mini-map is not great. So now they're moving everywhere as 5, and that really shuts down your gold gain, your experience gain, and all of that hugely in the favor of Team 123.
Oh my goodness. So 123 at the moment, it seems like they want to make something happen. Nope.
123 is just chilling. They're like, we're gonna wait for ages. Look at this thing. He's just waiting for somebody to farm. And you know, it's so hard to actually play against this.
Just appreciating the Hello Kitty banner.
Sure.
The one down south, not that one.
Yeah, you put a ward to watch that banner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so Soul Asylum, are they actually getting close to any items? How are they looking in terms of gold? Like each hero, no major items. Oh, that's heartbreaking. 20 minutes in and they don't have anything on any of their core heroes. Even Mr. J, the Wind Ranger, hasn't got anything under his belt either. It's just that null tally that's giving him those extra stats. Are there any cheap items that maybe could help out Soul Asylum? Just picking up another null talisman, braces, just to tank up a little bit. I feel like they need the extra HP, the extra stat stuff, hopefully take them to the next team fights.
It's definitely very non-standard, but something like a drums might be okay in this situation. You're so far behind. The drums has nice stats, like you said, and more importantly, the attack speed and the movement speed will be helpful for Ursa. Not very helpful for herself, but maybe, of course, if you're looking for more of a kind of YOLO item, is going for the Crystallis, because you know it's decent damage output. But to me, it's not really about items; it's about how you start the fight, how you position the fight. So items like Blink Dagger might actually be the way to go, at least for the Darkseer.
It's just so much gold, though. The only hero I can really see...
Darkseer's getting close.
Darkseer can grab it. It's just no one else can. So you just got to hope that it's going to be enough for Soul Asylum to have that one major team fight to kill off some of those heroes. What do you think went wrong for Soul Asylum during the lanes? Was it that they couldn't win any of their lanes? Was it because they drafted too greedy?
I think they drafted too greedy. The Ursa pick was fine for the top lane, but they can't put a Bristleback in the off lane by himself against Disruptor, Queen, and Bane. I think, what 4 or 5 minutes in, he was 0-2 and he had 0 CS. And it's not like he misplayed or anything, it's that his hero just doesn't function in that lane. And looks like we got some Link Bane action. Yeah, Darkseer gets picked off again as well. The Darkseer pick is actually much more important because the Blink Dagger is their only way to come back in this game now. But yeah, to answer your question, it's the fact that they put Bristleback bottom. This hero actually didn't do anything this game.
He hasn't done anything. I think he got one. Did he even get a kill? I think there was one team fight where he was able to contribute, but it was much sooner when he was still relevant. And I think right now they really don't care about him. Ursa gets caught out. There's no teammates nearby, so Ethan's gonna drop without a doubt. And Yamatein doesn't even throw anything outside of a couple of right clicks and razors. So that just goes to show how much damage output there is from 123 now. They can rip through these Soul Asylum heroes. Now gonna go through mid lane, finding it to take an objective.
I'm pretty sure Yamate could actually 1v5 right now under the enemy towers. I mean, he's got a mech BKB. Like, I think he's tanky enough to do that. But looks like they're gonna just like, all right, let's go into the Roshan pit. They had a courier on the Roshan pit earlier to scout out this, so.
So easy Roche.
Yeah.
I really don't think a Soul Asylum could even contest the Roche right now.
If Ursa had a blink, maybe he could go for a Roshan steal, but He cannot.
If there was a blink on the Darkseer, if he got the vacuum onto the high ground,
Sure, that
then
could be nice.
that would be the team fight for them. But without the blink, it's just so difficult for them to make any sort of plays happen. And Bane's just blinking all over the place, sitting on high ground, trying
Dude,
to
he's a
scout out
ward.
heroes.
It's a nice ward.
It's a nice ward.
Yeah.
So Aegis is taken, gonna be picked up onto Yamate again. So this guy is not gonna lose his streak for sure. And mid lane, it seems that's gonna be the target for 1-2-3, or are they
Yeah, they're just gonna go mid.
just go mid?
Again, if you want to play ultra safe, you could just wait for a pick. But I think Yamate feels comfortable enough as he is more than doubling the net worth of the highest net worth of the side of Team Soul Asylum. And this should be very elementary at this point here for Yamate. Walk up on the high ground, hit stuff, hit buildings. Don't go into the enemy tier 4 and you should be fine.
Used the vacuum already though, which is, I feel like they should have kept that through, but the Yule's onto the Wyvern to keep her in place, and oh, actually the Queen of Pain gets caught on a tree, but it doesn't really matter. Everyone's just dying as Yamate comes rearing in through with the BKB, with the right click. 4 heroes dead. Ursa, where is he? Pops the ult, but he's gonna drop it. Unfortunately, gonna be caged in as well. 5 heroes gone for Soul Asylum. He just gets used, but the GG call has been set. That's gonna be it.
Strong performance for Team 1-2-3. As honestly, Danny, did you expect anything different from what we saw?
I was hoping to see at least a little bit of contest from Soul Asylum, but they just fell so far behind. There was no chance of any of that happening. So for 1-2-3, I think a lot of us have expected them to sort of win this series outright.
Yeah, they are in the same group. It's not done here for Team Soul Asylum. Team Soul Asylum needs to basically win 2 games. Actually, it is done. I don't think they can make it out of the group stage anymore, right?
I don't think so. Assuming 1-2-3 wins the next two games.
Yeah.
If they win all of their games, then no one else in the group stage is going to get out of their
And
bracket.
we did say earlier, it's a very brutal format. You lose one and you're severely in a disadvantage. But
Yeah.
still good showing for Team Asylum. I thought the draft was very, very interesting. Unfortunately, the way that it panned out, especially against the lanes of Team 1-2-3, it just didn't work out.
No, it didn't. So well, hopefully the next series can be a little bit closer as we start up the day with a very one-sided victory for 1-2-3.
Yeah, the next series we have coming up will be
Redemption versus...
Make Some Noise. All right, that should be it.
Oh.
I'm excited for that one. But before we go to that game, I think we're going to send it back to Eric Newman, who is our official MC. They just threw Flava up there because Eric was flying at the time, I think. So.
A tad late.
Yeah, tad late. All right. So without further ado, let's give it up for a real MC, Ari Newman. Is he in the building? He's in the building.
Check, check. All right. That was anticlimactic. Okay. David, Lumi, David, you think we can do an intro again? Because the mic kind of like died. So that was like, we didn't feel it. So can we do that one again? Just like a quick intro. Like, I'd appreciate, thanks, Danny. Like really quick, because the mic was there and then I was just here and you guys, let's do that again, all right? One second. You got this, Lumi. You got this, bro. Just one more intro, buddy. Thank you, man. Do we got it?
Is our mic on? All right, our mic is
Global
on.
silence.
Here we go.
How do you ask for a second intro? You only get one.
Okay.
You want another intro?
Yeah, man. Just if that okay, because the mic died and there was no moment. I hope that's okay.
You know they only pay me for one intro, right? Like this is. All right, for our comedian Eric Newman, the man we all came to see, give it up.
All right, here we go. Yeah, what's
All
up,
right.
Malaysia? David, Lumi, thank you. Danny, thank you, guys. I appreciate that. It's like, he's like, you only get one intro. I was like, really? I didn't know. All right. What's up, guys? Malaysia, make some noise. Come on, here we go. Yeah. Are you ready? Siapa taring? I know what that means. I do. All right. I'm very excited, man. Malaysia, I'm very excited to be here. I'm from the Philippines, so let's not trash talk. Let's keep that on the.
Let's not do this. I know we might, but let's not, okay? But I'm very, very happy to be here, guys. I'm gonna show you guys a good time. Congratulations to Team 1, 2, 3. Let's give them a round of applause, guys. Come on. Adam, what's up, man? 3 takes it down, man. Soul Asylum calls GG. How does it feel, Adam?
It feels good, I guess.
What do you expect throughout the whole tournament throughout today and tomorrow?
I expect a lot of surprises because there's a lot of BO1 games, so I guess anything could happen.
That's right. Okay, here's what I want to do, okay? I want to keep things interactive. Adam, we're going to keep going over here. I'm going to go down. Adam, you just stay right here, okay? You guys good? Give it up. These guys, a round of applause. Here we go. Keep things interactive. Adam, can we get them a mic, please? Okay. All right, here, you're going to help me out. All right, right here, you, sir. Yes, hello. Hey, buddy. I like your slippers. I like your slippers. All right, buddy. Why don't you ask the team? You saw the match. How did it go? Anything you want to ask?
What do you expect the outcome of this tournament?
All right, I got you. What's your name?
Shafiq.
What?
Shafiq.
Shafi. That was a good question. That was a really deep question. I loved it. All right, here we go. What do you expect is the outcome of this tournament?
Hopefully we'll go home the champions.
All right.
That's about it.
That's about it. They're going to go home the champions. They're basically saying that they're going to win. Are you guys going to take that? Ladies and gentlemen, good luck, good luck, good luck. One of the favorites for the team. Get some rest. We'll see you guys in just a bit. Okay, so guys, we have a lot of things going on, of course, today. And of course, one thing that people are excited about, Team Secret is going to be here tomorrow. Who's excited about that? Make some noise for Team Secret. So they're going to be here tomorrow. To everyone, of course, who, if you're watching at home, tomorrow is going to be crazy. Today is really, really fun. Tomorrow, if you're at home, it's a free show. Come here. It's going to be crazy. Okay, so tomorrow's going to be so much fun. So ladies and gentlemen, to those watching at home, we're going to see you here tomorrow. It is a free show. Make some noise for the free show. All right. Malaysians like free, that's what I heard. Be noise too. We love the free. When we're like free, we're there, man. We are there. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, really quick now, we're gonna play a quick video for you guys before we move on to the next watch. Let's watch this.
Who is Taring? Siapa Taring?
谁是达令？
I want to be famous.
I want to fight for glory.
I want to reach the top.
I'm a winner.
I'm a champion.
I'm the best.
I'm the best.
December 13th, Stadium Negara. We're coming.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Here we go. Here we go. Siapa Taring? Yes, okay, you're gonna say that. We have something going on a little bit later. I saw Winter on the trail over there. You guys remember what happened with Winter in the Philippines, right? We had a thing. You guys remember that? He got his ear pulled. Winter, if you're watching, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry, buddy. If that I mean, to the girlfriend, what's up? All right, that was just a game. Okay, but Winter, he's awesome. Make some noise for Winter, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know his name has a sound effect? Every time you call his name, there's supposed to be a sound like Winter. That's what, there's supposed to be that sound every time you say his name. So Winter, if you're watching, I hope you still have that sound effect. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna meet, of course, we're gonna go for our next match. We're gonna call on the captains. Make some noise for Team Redemption versus Team Make Some Noise. Here we go. Calling the captains on deck. So we have the captains coming in. We're gonna go for, of course,